at the John Rutledge King Center for tonight's
John Rutledge King Center on the campus of Emory and Henry College for tonight's men's basketball action at Emory and Henry facing the Lions from Mars Hill. We'll pause now for the playing of the national anthem, and then we'll come back to courtside for action. All right, welcome back to men's basketball action tonight at Emory and Henry, where the Wasps will take on the visiting Lions of Mars Hill University. Mars Hill enters tonight's contest at 3-3 with a conference record of 3-1. I'm Joy Scruggs bringing you the play-by-play, and a real treat tonight we have alongside me is Tessa Johnston. Tessa, tell the folks a little bit about you. You are what?
Hello, everybody. I'm Tessa Johnston. I'm a 2019 graduate of Emory and Henry. Had the joy of having Coach Scruggs as my teacher for 4 years here, and now I'm the current women's basketball assistant here.
All right, Tessa, how about bringing us the starting lineup for the visiting Lions?
Yeah, so starting for Mars Hill tonight, we got number 0, Caden Dawkins, number 4, Trey Beelan, number 11, Michael Hoje, and number 21, Jay Hickman, and lastly we got number 23, Isaiah Johnson.
And the Lions are coached by Vic Fenora in his 5th season at Mars Hill. Mars Hill will be wearing the blue jerseys with yellow numerals outlined in white. Emory and Henry will be wearing one of their home uniforms, the white jerseys with blue numerals. Emory and Henry enters tonight's contest with an overall record of 3-2. Mars Hill's going to be in the new conference, right? When we make it to South Atlantic Conference play, this will be a future conference opponent for Emory and Henry. Emory and Henry is coached by Ben Thompson in his 2nd season. Do I have that right? 3rd season. Yeah.
Gonna go
3rd season. They turn the lights out in the gym. Those of you watching on Go Wasp can see that. Those of you listening on WEHC, they turn the lights out to do this intro promo video, and then we can't see anything that we have printed on the paper here. So while they're doing that, I'm trying to think of things to tell you about before we get to the starting lineups for Emory and Henry. Emory and Henry last played against Pikeville. Were you at that game?
I was not. We were on Thanksgiving break that day.
So the men played Pikeville and held a 35-33 halftime advantage and then ended up losing 83-71. But Pikeville averages almost 100 points a game, so we held them to 83, which was a pretty good accomplishment. For tonight's action, if you look at the statistics, Emory and Henry holds an advantage in almost every category: points scored per game, field goal percentage, three-point percentage, free throw percentage, and assists per game. The only edge that Mars Hill holds is in rebounds per game, a slight edge as far as statistically over Emory and Henry. So let's give you the starting lineup for Emory and Henry. Starting at guard, a 5'11 sophomore from Mount Pleasant, South Carolina, averaging 8 points a game, 3.4 3.4 rebounds a game, 3.4 assists a game, and shooting 50% from the field. Number 2, Patrick Antonelli. Starting at guard, a 6'3" junior from Concord, North Carolina, 12 points a game, almost 4 rebounds a game, and almost 3 assists a game. Number 4, Malcolm Morgan. A 6'4" freshman from Lynchburg, Virginia, averaging over 10 points a game, shooting almost 58% from the floor, 4.3 assists a game, and a 2.2 assist to turnover ratio. Number 5, Jalen Leftwich. He had 8 assists in the game the other night. A 6'5" freshman from Plentwood, Virginia, starting at guard. Number 32, averaging 10 points a game, 63% field goal percentage, shooting 41% from 3. Number 32, Gabe Brown. And rounding out the lineup for the Wasps, a 6'8" freshman from Grundy, 15 points a game, 65% from the floor. Number 44, Cade Looney. Looney will be jumping for the Wasps. And as I said earlier, the Wasps in the white uniforms with the navy numerals, and Mars Hill in the royal blue with yellow numerals. Emory and Henry, if you're familiar, they'll be shooting or playing offense on the left-hand side, and we win the tap and give it up to Gabe Brown. His layup's no good, and the Lions come away with the rebound. Dawkins brings it up, sets up the offense for the Lions. Emory and Henry playing man-to-man here. No, they're playing a zone. Up top to Johnson. Johnson down to the high post to Hoje. Hoje makes a move around Gabe Brown, and a little hook shot is good to give the Lions the 2-0 advantage on their first offensive possession. Leftwich dribbles down, man-to-man defense by the Lions. Goes off a ball screen by Looney, then to Looney, gives it up, back to Leftwich. Leftwich, right-hand baseline to Morgan, and Morgan buries the 3.
It's like we got some new nets on the rims here.
The nets are stuck. And the official makes 3 attempts to try to get it down and finally calls for the smallest player on the court, Dawkins, at 5'9", to jump up there and get the net down for him. So opening action, Emory and Henry opens up in their zone defense. Let's see if they stay in it on this possession. Brown up top. They're playing their 1-3-1 defense here. Passing lane, left-hand wing, Beeline puts up the long 3, won't go, but tip back by the Lions is good to give them the 1-point advantage. Leftwich up top, hits Antonelli, left-hand wing, looks down low, gets it to Looney. Looney makes a move, doesn't have it, kicks it out to Brown at the top of the circle. Brown's 3's no good. Rebound controlled by Beeline. Beeline in transition finds Hickman, right-hand wing. Now down low to Hoje. Hoje puts it up, no good. Looney comes away with the rebound. And as he hits the deck, there'll be a foul called on the Lions. Who's that on?
I didn't catch that. I think we got Hoje.
Yeah, I think it's number 11,
number
Hoje,
11.
and that's still not working on the scoreboard. That's his first, team first. And the Lions come out in full court diamond, full court zone press. Emory and Henry passes. 8 on the shot clock. Looney on the step out. Now finds Morgan. One dribble, fake, puts up the long three, nails it.
Really nice shot.
Ties it up, 7-7, 17-15 remaining, first half. Hoje, right baseline, tries to get past Antonelli, gets cut off. Dumps it into Johnson. Johnson tries to make a move. I don't see what happened. Something happened.
Yeah, we creeped down, got a tip from the top.
So ball out of bounds underneath their basket. The Lions with a fresh 20 try to float it out to the top, and they float it. Hickman has to track it down, being guarded by Antonelli. Man-to-man, it looks like here on this possession. Antonelli almost bats it away. Dawkins recovers it for the Lions. 8 on the shot clock. Dawkins goes all the way in. Nice little floater for the smallest man on the court over some bigger guys, and Emory and Henry trails 7-9. Until Banks takes it down left-hand side of the lane in transition, and he hits the layup to knot it back up at 9. 16:42, first period. Ball on the right-hand wing to Hoje. Tries to get it inside. It's batted away. Brown comes away with it for Emory and Henry. He goes up strong, too strong, but Morgan's there for the rebound. He puts it up, gets banged from behind, and it goes out of bounds off of the Lions. 22 on the shot clock. Baseline out of bounds. Emory and Henry in a box set, I'm going to guess, because that's what they always do, pretty much. We're tied up at 9. Leftwich with the ball out of bounds. In front of him is Looney. He steps out, gets it, doesn't hand it back. Faces up, tries to go baseline, tries to make a move, can't get it. Kicks it out to Antonelli, left-hand wing. 15 on the shot clock. Now Looney on the step out. That three is long. Rebound tracked down and battled for, but out with it come the Lions. And Hickman, right-hand wing, back up top to Dawkins. Dawkins sets up. Emory and Henry now playing man-to-man. Left-hand wing, now we find Hoje at the top, and he tries to feed it down low to Johnson, who's posting up left-hand block, and it gets deflected out of bounds.
Yeah, Emory and Henry's been real active in this zone they got going on.
So ball out, 17 on the shot clock. Baseline. Gets batted. Oh, yeah. Brown bats the inbounds pass and then is able to control it. Emory and Henry in transition. Antonelli, right baseline. One dribble pull up, buries it. 15-50. First half action. Emory and Henry by 2, 11-9. Now in the 1-3-1, Dawkins dribbles to the right-hand side. Gabe Brown with his length is playing the top of this. They step out Hoje. Now swing across the perimeter to Beeline. Now try to find Johnson at the low block. He can't get the shot to go, and Leftwich comes away with it for Emory and Henry. He gets by his man, tries to take it. I don't know. That certainly looked like it could have been a foul, but it gets blocked out of bounds nonetheless. So at 15-22, Emory and Henry leads 11-9 over this athletic group from Mars Hill, and we go to the first timeout.
Support for WEHC and Emory and Henry Wasp basketball comes proudly from Tom Graham and Kyle King of Edward Jones Investment. 126 East Main Street, Marion. Learn what investing can do for you. Number there is 276-783-4448 or edwardjones.com. The Food Specialist, bringing you quality, price satisfaction, founded in small rural area to serve friends and neighbors. Food Country has evolved to serve Southwest Virginia and East Tennessee, locally owned and operated. Your money stays in your community. Food Country is a proud supporter of Emory and Henry Wasp basketball on WEHC 90.7 FM. 90.7.
Yeah, sorry.
90.7. I'm a rookie.
All right, so here we go with we haven't even played 5 minutes, and it's been an aggressive game, hasn't it, Tessa?
Very high-paced, good tempo. Even for Emory and Henry playing his own right here, they're getting a lot of action on there on the defensive end.
Well, you played 1-3-1 when you played for Coach Crutchfield, right?
Yeah.
And you guys played it the same way where you play the passing lanes like that. So it makes it hard. They were able to get it into the high post that one time and kick it out for some success, but Emory and Henry's been able to get some deflections. All right, we're back to action. 22 on the shot clock. Emory and Henry with the ball inbounds under their basket. They floated into Cade Looney at the high post. He hands off to Antonelli, left-hand wing. Finds Morgan, right wing. Three's on the way. Three's good. 15-10, Emory and Henry now stretches to their largest lead anybody's had for the night, 14-9. Dawkins, right-hand wing, he tries to skip it across to Hickman on the left-hand wing. That length is a problem there. Down low, left-hand wing to Beeline. Beeline to Dawkins. One dribble pull-up by Dawkins, bangs off the back of the rim, and Brown battles away with the rebound for Emory and Henry. In transition, Brown, tried to find Leftwich, but Beeline stepped in and took it away. Beeline, now he dribbles all the way down, takes it, lays it off. Left-hand layup from steal to the glass. Beeline does it all. 14-30, Emory and Henry up by 3. Morgan, ball at the top. Finds Looney at the high post. Looney faces up, takes a dribble, kicks it out to Morgan. Left baseline, 3 on the way, no good, strong. And that's a rebound by the Lions. Beeline gets inside, kicks it out to Dawkins. 3 on the way by Dawkins, no good, rebound. Brown battles for it. Leftwich gets it, passes ahead to Antonelli. Antonelli, nice move by Patrick, and draws the foul and the finish. 14:03. Emory and Henry now has a 5-point advantage, and Antonelli goes to the line.
We've got some subs coming in from Mars Hill. We got number 25, Isaiah Jones, for number 0, Caden Dawkins, and then 21, number Jay Hickman's off the court. Number 1, Jackson Reed, just checked in.
We got a couple for Emory and Henry. Antonelli shot short. It's battled for. He's on the floor. We're on the floor, and Brown comes away with it for Emory and Henry.
Micah Banks
Morgan
in the game.
Takes it all the way down the lane and rim, and he draws the foul.
Yeah, number 3 for Emory and Henry, Micah Banks, is also checked in the game, and number 13, Jake Moynihan.
So foul is on, I'm not sure. I'm trying to find it out on the stats, and it hasn't.
Could have been a couple of them.
Let's see if it's been updated. Nope. Rebound on the shot is no good by Morgan, and the Lions come away with the rebound. 13-48, Emory and Henry leads by 7. Beeline up top to Jones. Right-hand wing, that pass is too strong. Emory and Henry battles for it, but it goes off of Morgan.
Another sub for Emory and Henry. We got Tyler Arnold coming in for Gabe Brown, and then number 3, Jalil Michael checking in for number 4, Trey Beeline.
Ball inbounds for the Lions, penetrate the middle of the zone, picks up his dribble. That's a little bit of trouble. Left-hand wing. That's Hodges. One dribble pull-up by Michael, and that buries the 3. 13-23, Emory and Henry's advantage now 4, 18-14. Antonelli brings it up. Now finds Morgan, left-hand wing. He goes off a ball screen by Monahan. Over to Morgan. Morgan finds Antonelli on the back door. One dribble pull-up, skip pass. Shot on the way by Arnold, strong, and rebound by Connor for the Eagles. Pass up. Oh, yeah, he gets it tipped away by Arnold, but the Lions are able to control possession. Hodges, right-hand wing to Reed. Reed skips it over to Michael, left-hand wing. That's Hodges. Inside shot by Connor, no good. Rebound, the Wasp, and in transition, we're just pushing it. There goes Banks. He kicks it out to Antonelli. Swing pass to Monahan. Long 3, drains it. The 6'6" freshman from Muncie, Indiana, in transition, trying to get something going. The Lions skip it across left baseline, and as Jones tries to drive there, he draws the foul.
Foul on number 3, Banks, Emory and Henry. It's his first.
And team first. 12-20, Emory and Henry's lead is 7, the largest of the night. Again, Michelle with the ball out of bounds, or Michael. Hodges looks at the 3, picks it up, dribbles inside, kicks it out, and he kicks it out. He tries to kick it out to number 3, but he kicks it out of bounds to the bleachers.
Got another sub for Emory and Henry. 5, Leftwich has checked in for 4, Morgan.
12-12, Emory and Henry's lead is now 7. Leftwich Right-hand wing to Banks. Banks goes off the ball screen by Monahan. Now over to Leftwich. Left-hand wing. Leftwich gets past his defender, tries to put it up, gets it swatted away. Here comes Reed in transition for the Lions, and his layup falls. Under 12, Emory and Henry now leads by 5, 21-16. We haven't seen any full court pressure from them since the very first possession of the game. Leftwich, ball on the right-hand wing, goes away from the screen by Arnold. Antonelli, one dribble, gives it back to Leftwich. Oh, yeah, and they find Monahan down low. He can't get it to fall. Battle for the rebound, and Antonelli comes away with it. Oh, man, what a great dish by Antonelli, who finds, was that Monahan?
Yes.
He finds Monahan, and he scores it from the right-hand block. 23-16, Emory and Henry, 7-point lead again, 11-12. Playing this 1-3-1 passing lane. Skip over to Reed, long three on the way, no good. Battle for the rebound. And there's going to be a foul
called.
called.
Call that on there. Foul on White 13. That's us. Moynihan, his first.
And
team
our
second.
Team
foul.
second. So 11:05, we've got timeout and action here. Emory and Henry again holding this 7-point advantage, 23-16.
Support for WEHC and ENH WASP basketball comes from People Incorporated, believing that every person needs support from others. People Incorporated promotes the dignity of individuals and families, moves people into the economic mainstream, and works to develop existing strengths and resources within communities. For information about assistance with community development, education, employment training, family services, financial services, or housing, contact 276-623-9000 or peopleinc.net. All efforts of People Incorporated are directed by the concerns, hopes, needs, and dreams of the people served. Emory and Henry basketball is brought to you with support by First Bank and Trust, offering mobile banking, Apple Pay, remote deposits, and more. Serving you with free checking since 1979. Member FDIC and on the web at firstbank.com.
Yeah, so if you like offense, this has been a hot offense with the Lions shooting 50% from the floor and Emory and Henry at 47% from the floor. But it's not like either team's laying down and not playing defense
Not at
either.
all.
It's been a pretty.
No, it's very competitive, very high level. They're getting after each other.
11:05 remaining in the first period. Emory and Henry with a 23-16 lead, and the Lions with the ball underneath their basket and 20 seconds on the shot clock. Emory and Henry playing, no, can't tell. I think they're playing man-to-man. No, they're playing the zone on the inbounds. Get the ball and bounce to the corner, swing across the top. Connors three's on the way, no good. Antonelli rakes in the rebound for the Wasp and pushes the tempo. Holds up, hand off to Leftwich. Leftwich sets up the offense. Looks like we're setting up a staggered screen here, double screen for Banks, who gets it, now kicks it to Antonelli, right baseline, feeds it down low to Monahan. Monahan, oh yeah, nice little float over the rim and gets it to drop. 25-16, largest lead. Three on the way by Jones, bangs it off the backboard, but Connor's there to stick it back for the Lions. We'll trade them 3 for 2. 25-18, Emory and Henry's lead is 7, or maybe we didn't have a 3. Emory and Henry back screen, ball screen action here, looking inside. Banks gets it down low to Monahan. Another little floater on the way, and that one won't fall. He battles for the rebound, tosses it inside, and Banks is there to get it. He got hammered, but no foul gets called.
What are we calling there?
And they're probably calling something on us on the floor.
It's a foul on 13, Moynihan for us. I got some subs. Number 32, Brown, coming back in. Number 2, Antonelli's off. Number 13, Moynihan's off. And then number 44, Looney, checks back in for the Wasps.
So that foul was on Emory and Henry. Our third team foul. They have 4 team fouls. 10:04, Emory and Henry leads by 7, 25-18. Still in this half-court 1-3-1 because, well, they haven't solved it yet, have they? Connor with the ball, skips it across right-hand wing to Reed. Now they get it in the high post. try to operate there is Connor. His shot's too strong, but they come away with the rebound, take it to the rim, and Reed is able to get that to finish. 9:35, Emory and Henry's lead is now 5, shrinking. Leftwich, ball screen by Looney. Is he going to take it or go away? He takes it, goes inside, lays it off to Leftwich. Man, that was a beautiful no-look by Leftwich to Looney, and now here come the Lions in transition. Kick it out to Connor in transition. He gets it blocked by Looney, and here comes Banks. Hurry up, Arnold. 3 in transition's too strong, and the Lions come away with the rebound. 9:05, Emory and Henry, 27-20. Ball deflected out of bounds as the Lions try to swing it down to the corner.
Subs for Mars Hill. Number 11, Jose checking back in. Number 2 checking back in, Connor.
And Dawkins, I think.
And Dawkins. 3 players new in.
So Dawkins with the ball up top, 20 on the shot clock against this 1-3-1. Back to Dawkins. He tries to get it inside, dumps it down low to Reed. Reed's shot, Connor's shot gets deflected away in transition. Leftwich takes it inside, move, draws the foul, doesn't get the shot to drop.
It's going to be a foul on number 11, Jose. It's his second foul in the half.
So Leftwich is the 6'4" freshman from Lynchburg, played at Liberty Christian Academy. He was named to the All-State by the Virginia High School Coaches Association. Averaged almost 20 points a game in high school.
Sub from Mars Hill, we got number 15, Molden, checking in. Number 3, Michaels, coming off the court.
Leftwich, a 57% free throw shooter, misses that first one. 8:42. Emory and Henry's lead is back to 7. Now 8. The second shot by Leftwich is in. Dawkins gets it across the half court, dribbles in. Now he gets 2 people on him. In an attempt to get it into the low post, Emory and Henry bats it away, finds Gabe Brown in transition. Nice dish by Banks.
Great transition offense right there.
30-20, Emory and Henry's lead is 10. Mars Hill in the corner, now back out to the high post. Jose, hand off to Reed. Reed on the left-hand wing. They dribble all the way through. Dawkins gets it inside, pulls it out, picks up his dribble, finds Reed. Reed's three's on the way. It's way too strong, and Looney corrals that rebound for Emory and Henry. Now Banks brings it up, right-hand wing. Hesitation, then goes, oh, man, what a shot by Banks.
Strong finish right there by Banks.
Didn't he, shoot that from his hip?
He did.
7:45 remaining. Now the largest lead, 12 points by the Wasps. Molden for the Lions finds Reed, baseline. His reverse layup's no good, and it's tipped out of bounds. I thought it went off at the Lions, but
it's going to be Mars Hill ball.
It's going to be Mars Hill ball. So with timeout in action, 7:34 remaining, Emory and Henry's lead is the largest of the evening, 32-20. So let's take a look at the stats for tonight. It's, of course, with a 12-point lead, you'd think something would jump out at you. The main thing that jumps out at me is the torrid shooting continues for Emory and Henry, 50% from the floor. The Lions are cooling off a little bit at 39%.
Emory's doing a really good job of keeping a lot of ball pressure in this zone.
Well, and just we've tried to describe some great passes, but look at Emory and Henry. This was a thing Coach Crutchfield used to always talk about when you were a player. Look at made baskets. Emory and Henry with 13 field goals on 7 assists.
Wow.
And that's just an indication of how much the team is playing together. Some of those passes have been remarkable. That save Antonelli, had it, found, I don't even remember who it was. And the same thing with Leftwich, where he just dished it over there in transition. And Banks, just look at that. It's been exciting to watch the team play. And the team defense by Emory and Henry seems to have slowed down Mars Hill. The report on Mars Hill was that they would want to push the tempo And they've tried to push the tempo, but they haven't gotten anything going in the half court. I say that, knock on wood. Inbounds into the corner, and he gets trapped, steps through, finds Connor down low. His little hook shot there won't fall. Emory and Henry comes away with the rebound with the 12-point lead. Leftwich, right-hand wing to Arnold. Arnold finds Brown at the top, back to Arnold. Down low to Cade Brown. Cade Brown, that hook shot's a good money.
Wow.
7-10, 14-point Emory and Henry advantage, 34-20. Ball inside to the high post, deflected away, and Leftwich comes away with it, tries to pass ahead to Brown, and Brown, in an attempt to save it, gives it up to Dawkins for the Lions. Dawkins pull up at the free throw line. It's too strong, and Emory and Henry's Leftwich, as he's trying to corral the rebound, is going to get hammered by Hozier of the Lions.
Yeah, that might be his third foul, I'm thinking. Yep, that's his third. He's going to... Got two more subs in. Number 23, Johnson's checking in for Mars Hill. Number 4.
6:46, Emory and Henry up by 14. Ball on the left-hand wing to Banks. Looks at the high post. Brown steps out and gets it. Handoff to Leftwich on the right-hand wing. I thought he walked. He doesn't go off the ball screen. Looney on the step out. Yeah. He tries to make a move. He did get called for the walk. I thought Leftwich kind of shuffled there a little bit, too.
Got another sub from Mars Hill. Number 11, Hozier is coming out. That's 3 fouls. 43 is checking in for him. Then for the Wasps, number 14, Keen's checking in. Number 44, Looney's going to check out, get a little rest before the half.
So Keen, the 6'6" sophomore from Grundy, replaces the 6'8" freshman from Grundy. Dawkins with the ball up top. Gabe Brown at the top of that zone. He gives it over the left-hand wing to Reed. Reed back to Dawkins, mishandles it. Emory and Henry battles for it and comes away with it. Banks in transition ahead to Leftwich. Leftwich layup, good. Timeout by the Lions to try to slow down this Emory and Henry transition game. 6:10 remaining. Emory and Henry stretches the lead to the largest of the evening, 36-20. So this offense has really been, Emory and Henry's offense has been really fueled by their 1-3-1 defense, wouldn't you say, Tessa?
Oh, yeah. They're getting fast breaks, and they're using their fast breaks to their advantage. They're being smart with the ball. They're looking up the court, and you can pass the ball up the floor faster than the other team's running. You're getting a lot of easy looks at the rim.
You've heard somebody say that before.
I definitely have. That's a Coach Crutchfieldism right there.
You can pass it faster than somebody can dribble it.
Pass it faster than you can dribble and run it. I think we went over that in practice with our girls a few weeks ago.
I was going to say, but, you know, I was really quick. You don't know. Maybe I could run as fast as it could be passed. So out of that timeout, Emory and Henry on the floor has Brown playing the top of the 1-3-1, Leftwich on a wing and Arnold on a wing, and in the middle is Keene, and playing that back spot is Micah Banks. So Dawkins brings it up for the Lions. They set a little ball screen action. He skips it over to Reed on the left-hand wing. He takes it all the way to rim, dumps it off to Johnson, and Johnson's able to float that one over the rim and score it. 36-22, 5:51. Emory and Henry first half advantage. Arnold goes off a ball screen, kicks it over to Brown. Brown's three. You could tell from here that one was going in. 39-22. Emory and Henry with the 17-point advantage. Dawkins goes away, finds Johnson down low, who buries that dunk. 39-24. 5:27. Leftwich across the half-court line. Lions going man-to-man defense the entire way. Brown comes up to set a screen for Leftwich. Leftwich just takes it all the way to the rim. He's quick.
He is quick.
And he can get it there. Dawkins tries to do the same thing. Dribbles through 3 or 4 defenders. His layup also floats through. 41-26. 5 minutes remaining in the first period. Leftwich being guarded by Reed. Finds Arnold on the curl on the step out. Arnold looks inside, doesn't have it, gives it to Banks at the top. Banks behind his back, finds Brown. Brown's open. Another three on the way, but it won't fall this time. And Beelan comes away with it for the Lions. Dawkins going to take the long three, and he just off the dribble buries that one in transition. It's like no sense playing around here. I might as well just knock it down myself.
Yeah, going to have some subs coming in after this timeout. I think we got Antonelli and Morgan checking back in for Emory and Henry, and Hickman coming back in for Mars Hill.
So 4:35 remaining in first half action. Emory and Henry with the 41-29 advantage. Well, it seems like we score in transition every time, but we only have 6 fast break points. I don't know what those points count for, but
I was just
nonetheless, we have more points than they have, and that's the main thing. And we're shooting almost 55% from the floor.
Yeah, we're up to 10 assists in the half on 17 makes.
Yep.
It's a pretty good percentage right there.
There you go. It's just great teamwork. And this says that the Lions only have 6 turnovers. It seems like about every other offensive possession we're deflecting the ball away from them. Leftwich brings it up. Morgan, right-hand wing. Ball screen by Keene, goes away from it. Keene on the step out, finds Brown, left-hand wing, hands it to Leftwich. 19 on the shot clock. Leftwich. Keene at the top. Antonelli, right-hand wing, thinks about the shot, takes it inside, goes around 3 people, gets it batted away. Now he battles for it, but Johnson's able to control it for the Lions. Pass ahead to Lynn. 3 on the way by Hickman. He drains it. So they narrow the lead to 9. 4 minutes remaining first half. Morgan being guarded man-to-man. Keene with the ball screen. Morgan gets past it, tries to step through, kicks it out to Leftwich. Leftwich back to the top to reset. Why not just take the 3, he thinks. Well, that's the reason why, because nobody's there to rebound it when you do that. He misses. Dawkins comes away with it. Johnson, right-hand wing, 3 on the way, no good by Hickman. Beelan's there for the stick back. I think that was him, Beelan. Anyway, now they narrow the lead to 7. This doesn't feel as comfortable to me, does it to you?
Nope. Definitely creeping up a little bit here.
Brown, handoff on the left-hand wing to Morgan. Morgan gets around it all the way to the rim, draws the foul. That was a great move by him to draw the defensive foul there.
Yeah, did a good job using his body going up right there.
3:13 remaining. Emory and Henry's lead has shrunk. Anyway, now it's only 7 as we're at timeout here.
Definitely want to try and end this first half on a good note for Emory and Henry.
Well, for Emory, Morgan's got 13 points already in tonight's action. And Antonelli with 4 assists. For Mars Hill, Dawkins with 7 points. And Beelan with 5 rebounds in this early action. Well, so what does Emory and Henry need to do here in these last 3 minutes to keep this lead from shrinking?
I think rebounds are going to be really important. They're making Mars Hill take the shots that they want them to take, but if they can't get the rebound in there, it's going to be really tough for them, especially with the size that Mars Hill has. They got 2 of their big men right now, but 43.
These last couple of possessions, seems like Mars Hill's has been able to get whether dribble penetration or somebody cut in baseline, been able to get the ball inside the zone, and that's the key to being successful against it. And they weren't able to do that earlier. All right, so back to play here. Morgan at the free throw line to shoot 2. First one is good and on the way. He's a 70% free throw shooter. Stretches Emory and Henry's lead back to 8. 3:13 remaining in the first half. Second shot by the lefty is also good. So 9. And as Coach Thompson's saying, we need to stop. So we're still in the 1-3-1. Dawkins dribbles over. Right-hand wing to Hickman. Hickman gets it to the high post. He faces up, can't find anybody to give it to, feeds it down low to Johnson. Johnson walked, goes out of bounds off of the Lions, so it'll be Emory and Henry's ball. He walked on that. Everybody on the bench was yelling the same thing. Of course, that was the main thing I used to yell from the bench, too. Under 3 to play, 43-34. Emory and Henry, ball on the right-hand wing to Morgan. Morgan got fouled on the move. Too hard off the glass, but there to clean it up is...
Oh, they're going to send that back down to
Oh, they're going to call that a foul on Cade Looney trying to get the offensive rebound. So 2:43 remaining. Emory and Henry with the 7-point advantage, 43-34. First half action. Dawkins walking the ball up the court. Johnson setting a ball screen up top. He's mostly just in the way. Over here to Hickman on the right-hand wing. Hickman looking to do something with it.
Good feet.
And Morgan kicks it out of bounds. 15 on the shot clock. Oh, that resets to 20. Okay, so 15 on the clock. We called a kickball. Okay, so we're at 20 on the shot clock. 2:26 remaining on the game clock for the first period. Dawkins just takes it all the way in, which was ill-advised against Looney because that didn't go anywhere. And Leftwich, as he tries to penetrate a couple of defenders or split a couple of defenders in transition, draws the foul.
Yeah, there's going to be a foul on Hickman, number 21. I think that might send us to 1-1 here.
Yeah, that's 18 fouls for the Lions, so this sends Leftwich to the free throw line. Emory and Henry's advantage is 43-37. That first shot is good by Leftwich. Second shot on the way for Leftwich, rolls all the way around, no good. And rebound by Johnson, who almost walked with it. Dawkins, pass ahead to Hickman. Hickman, left-hand baseline. That's strong. That three is too strong by Beelan. That rebound is kicked out to Dawkins, and that three is too strong. And Emory and Henry comes away with it. Antonelli gets by everybody, kicks it out to Leftwich. Three on the way by Leftwich. Oh, man, I thought that was way too long, and it just rattles in. 47-34, back to a 13-point Emory and Henry advantage, 1:45 remaining. Left corner, that three on the way by Jones is no good. Rebound, Morgan up ahead to Leftwich, gives to Antonelli, splits everybody. Reverse layup by Antonelli.
Really great take right there by Antonelli.
39-34, and Thompson's trying to get the limited crowd here in action as we are not in school at the present time, really. We'll explain that later. Left-hand baseline, drives inside, and Looney sends that one to the baseline.
Morgan tried to take a charge right there, didn't get it.
1:14 remaining. Emory and Henry has stretched the lead back to 15. 16 on the shot clock with the Lions, for the Lions with the ball underneath their basket. That's Jones, takes it, kicks it out to Dawkins. Dawkins, step back three, no good, too strong. Rebound, battled for, and Antonelli comes away with it. Passes ahead to Morgan. Morgan picks it up, feeds it down low to Looney. Looney is going to bring it back out. Leftwich, three on the way, no good. Rebound by the Lions. Beelan gives it up to Johnson. Johnson, his layup in transition's no good, and he tries to go back up with it.
Wow.
And we smack it back out of bounds, and it's going to be off of the knee of one of the Lions, who's not happy about that. And now it's Emory and Henry ball. 45 seconds remaining, 15-point lead and remaining in the first period. Leftwich gets past, hands it out to Looney on the step back. Three, drains it.
Way to shoot, way to shoot.
30 seconds remaining. Emory and Henry stretches it back to 18 points. Hickman, ball on the right-hand wing against this 1-3 zone. Dawkins dribbles in, kicks it out. Three on the way is way too strong. Johnson with the rebound tries to go up. He walked. Yep. Oh, they're going to call a foul. This official over here needs to set him straight. And they never do.
Called that foul right there on number 4, Morgan, for us. Got him with a reach in. Maybe before or after the trouble, who knows?
That must be his first foul.
Yep.
So Johnson will go to the free throw line for the Lions with 17 seconds remaining. Johnson's a 68% free throw shooter. First one rattles around. And falls.
That was on Malcolm. That was on Malcolm.
It's his first.
It was his first, yeah.
The bench is asking us for help. Well, we do have access to the stats. Second shot on the way by Johnson is good. 17 seconds remaining with a 52-36 16-point lead. Emory and Henry looks for one. And finally we see this press action
Oh,
again.
wow.
Oh, my gosh. Wide open on the right-hand block against the zone press was Arnold. Great find by Emory and Henry.
They don't bail him out.
And now Dawkins puts up the
Wow.
three at the buzzer, and it won't fall.
What a way to end the half right there.
Really, so 20 minutes of play, 54 points scored by the Wasps for the 54-36 advantage. We'll send it back to the studio for halftime, and we'll come back in about 12 minutes and recap first half action. So back to Ivy Shepard at the WEHC studios. can't see who else is of there. 4, Beelan.
Yep.
Beelan with the ball on the right-hand wing. Back to Dawkins up top. Emory and Henry's gone with this 1-3-1 half-court zone defense the entire way. They find the short corner. They get it inside. It gets swatted away as Hoje tries to go up with it. And Leftwich brings it up, finds Antonelli setting up the offense. Man-to-man defense, it looks like, by the Lions. Brown with the ball on the left-hand wing. Ooh, gosh, Leftwich got elbowed in the face as he tried to make a cut. Banks with the ball up top.
Oh, yeah.
And they're going to call a foul on
number 11, Hoje. That's his 4th foul.
So he must have been holding Leftwich on the cut there. As I said, he elbowed him in the face. I think it was kind of inadvertent, but he was playing too close. 20 on the shot clock. Emory and Henry with the ball underneath their basket. Gets it inside to Banks, makes a move, puts it up, floats it in.
Great take.
So Emory and Henry stretches the lead to 18. Johnson gets it up top, takes it all the way in, and he lays it off the glass on the left-hand side to score it. 19:07, second half, 54-38, 16-point Emory and Henry advantage. Morgan, ball up to top, hand off to Leftwich. Leftwich dribbles left, finds Brown, back to Leftwich. Sets up the offense, Banks. Ball screen by Looney. Goes off of it, comes back, hands it to Looney on the step out. He goes inside, kicks it to Antonelli, left-hand baseline. Now back to Looney. And Looney, on that little give and go, tries to put it up off the glass, but gets held. Who's that?
Foul was called on Dawkins, number 0.
His second, team
Yep.
second. Oh, that's finally working on the scoreboard. 18:43 remaining in the game. Emory and Henry has a chance to stretch it up from 18 as Looney goes to the free throw line. Looney's first shot is up. It rattles around too strong. Looney, a 80% free throw shooter. I'd say in his high school career, he went to the free throw line all the time. Second shot's too strong as well, and Dawkins, the smallest man on the floor, comes away with the rebound. Emory and Henry still with the 18-point advantage. In the corner, that 3 is too strong by Hickman, and a battle for the rebound. Folks are on the floor. It's tied up, and it'll be Emory and Henry ball on the alternating possession arrow. 18:28, 56-38, Emory and Henry lead. Brown will take the ball out and bounds in front of the scorer's table. Hands it into Leftwich. Man-to-man defense by the Lions. Pass to Antonelli and cut through. Up top to Looney. Now to Leftwich. Over to Brown on the left-hand wing. Banks gets it, goes inside. Reverse layup is good by Banks. I love that layup by Banks, don't you? His back of his head's to the rim. It's a no-look shot, basically. Dawkins dribbles all the way through the zone by Emory and Henry. They float it in down to the low block to Connor. He's going to draw the foul.
That foul's going to be on Looney. It's a second.
That will send Connor to the free throw line for the Lions. Shots on the way and good. So Mars Hill's in the South Atlantic Conference that we will be joining in a year or two.
Yep.
As we go through the probationary period.
Yeah, I believe they're going to be in our region too, so we'll be playing them twice a year.
Second shot was also good by Connor. Slices the Emory and Henry lead to 18. And Banks is going to bring it up. Some full court pressure by the Lions, but it's easily backed up. Left-hand wing to Antonelli. He gets it batted away. Looney's there to track it down back to Antonelli. Looney on the face-up, handoff to Leftwich, right-hand wing. 12 on the shot clock. Leftwich, one dribble. Looney. Brown skips around the perimeter. In the left-hand corner, the 3 on the way by Antonelli's no good, but on the attempt for the rebound, Looney's going to draw a foul.
That's going to be a foul on number 2, Connor.
Team third foul in less than 3 minutes. Emory and Henry with the ball underneath their basket. Inbounds to Leftwich. Face up. Jumper's no good. Dawkins for the Lions comes away with the rebound in transition. Crosses over, goes down to the basket, and it gets tipped out of bounds off Emory and Henry.
Smart play not to bail him out at the basket there.
Yeah, he was surrounded by 3 defenders, and as his size, it's easier for bigger guys who want to just manhand him. Inbounds pass goes into Hickman, maybe?
It's a foul on number 5, Leftwich for us.
So Hickman will go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Jalen! Pinch foul!
Hickman's shot is good. And now Emory and Henry's lead is 15 with 17:20 remaining. This full court pressure, Emory and Henry breaks it easily with a passing. Leftwich with the ball to Antonelli. Now back to Leftwich as he sets up against man-to-man. Sends cutters across the baseline, posts at the high post. Now we're in a 1-4 set. Up high, Antonelli with the ball. Gives it to Looney at the high post, and as Looney's looking for somebody to pass it to, a guard just bats it away.
Oh
No, is that going to be on?
It's going to be on Looney. That's his 3rd.
Or is it a foul? No. Oh, it is. Okay. I never saw the official raise a hand, raise his arm, signal with a
fist. A little bit.
I thought it was a foul, but he never I didn't see the signal. You know, they raise their arm and give you an open hand or a fist. Inbounds. Swing around the perimeter. Hickman takes it inside, dumps it to Johnson. Johnson lays it up over the rim. Now Emory and Henry's lead is 13 with 16:46 remaining in the game. Emory and Henry need something going offensively. Inside to Looney. Back out to Leftwich on the right-hand wing. Leftwich loses it, but it's going to get
on the floor. It's a foul on Hickman.
So Hickman tries the back tap as Leftwich goes past him. 16:36, Emory and Henry with the 13-point lead. Led by as many as 20, haven't we? Looney with the ball and gets pestered by Johnson. Back to Leftwich. Leftwich goes away from the screen, gives it to Looney on the step out. Brown on the step out 3. Oh, gosh, it went about a fourth of the way down and banged out. And Johnson comes away with a rebound for the Lions. Dawkins floats it to the corner to Beelan. Beelan back to the right-hand wing to Hickman. Hickman's 3 is too strong. Antonelli with the rebound. I think that's his 7th of the night. Brown. Oh, he walked. Brown makes a sprint move and kicks it out. And then what did they call on that?
They called an offensive foul right there on Brown. Don't know if that was in place of the potential travel.
So Emory and Henry in this half-court 1-3-1 defense. Dawkins walks it up. Emory and Henry with 13-point lead. 15 minutes remaining. Baseline 3 on the way, no good. Rebound tracked down by Brown for Emory and Henry. He's trying to push the tempo. He needs to hold on to the ball. He picks it up.
Yep.
And you could hear the slap contact from here. He picked up his dribble and was surrounded by 2 defenders.
Yeah, that's another foul on number 0, Dawkins for Mars Hill. It's his 2nd, or his 3rd, actually.
And team's 5th. So a timeout on the floor. Emory and Henry's lead is shrinking since halftime, 58-45.
The food specialists bring you quality price satisfaction, founded in small rural area. To serve friends and neighbors, Food Country has evolved to serve Southwest Virginia and East Tennessee. Locally owned and operated, your money stays in your community. Food Country is proud to support Emory and Henry Wasp basketball on WEHC 90.7 FM. Support for WEHC and women and Emory and Henry Wasp basketball comes proudly from Tom Graham and Kyle King of Edward Jones Investments. 126 East Main Street, Marion. Learn what investing can do for you. Number to call there is 276-783-4448 or edwardjones.com.
So I thought that was Antonelli. He's got another rebound. I thought he already had 6, maybe just had 5. But anyway, he's got 6 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists. But Malcolm Morgan leads our scoring with 19 points on the evening. For Mars Hill, Isaiah Johnson with 10 is the leading scorer. So coming out of timeout, there was 24 seconds on the shot clock, 15:39 on the game clock, and Emory and Henry's once larger lead of 20 is now down to 13. Morgan with the ball out of bounds, gives to Leftwich. Leftwich sets up the offense. Antonelli, right-hand wing, looks inside at Monahan. Monahan gets it at the high post, kicks out to Leftwich. Antonelli with it again, almost loses the handle. Now down short corner to Brown. 9 on the shot clock. Back to Brown. 3 by Brown on the way from the right-hand wing. No good. Rebound. Lions. Dawkins. Right-hand wing. Takes it all the way to the rim and scores it. Did a little reverse move there and took it all the way to the rim at 5'8".
With contact, too.
15 minutes remaining. Emory and Henry's lead is now 11. And we turn it over. Offense has been a thorn. Now Antonelli steps in front of a pass and takes it away for Emory and Henry. We need to make something happen on offense on this possession. Feed inside low to Monahan. Monahan goes, gets it stripped away, and that will be Emory and Henry ball underneath their basket. 19 on the shot clock. 11-point lead. 14:41 remaining. Box set by the Wasps. Leftwich with the ball out of bounds. Monahan in front of it. Floats it up. Do a little flex cut down low. Nothing happens there. Back up to Leftwich. Leftwich.
Yep.
All he needed to do was attack him. He was being guarded too tightly by Hickman, but you can get away with that on defense if the offense doesn't attack you, but he attacked him there. So that's 16 fouls now on the Lions. Emory and Henry will shoot on the next one. 20 on the shot clock. Emory and Henry sideline inbounds play. Into Antonelli, back to Banks, back to Antonelli. 3 is short. Antonelli tries to track it down, but it gets picked up by Hickman for the Lions. In transition, they almost lost it. Beelan now back to Hickman. Beelan on the right-hand wing. Hickman dribbles over left, tries to feed it inside to Johnson. Antonelli just dug down on top of that one and took it away. 14:05 remaining. Emory and Henry by 11. That 3's on the way, no good, but there's Banks for the stick back. And that's 21 points now from, that was Malcolm Morgan, sorry. That's 21 points now from Morgan on 8 of 13 shooting for the Wasps.
Emory and Henry basketball is brought to you with support by First Bank and Trust, offering mobile banking, Apple Pay, remote deposits, and more, serving you with free checking since 1979. You can find them on the web at firstbank.com. Support for WEHC and ENH Wasp basketball comes from People Incorporated, believing that every person needs support from others. People Incorporated promotes the dignity of individuals and families, moves people into the economic mainstream, and works to develop existing strengths and resources within the communities. For information about assistance with community development, education, employment training, family services, financial services, or housing, you can contact 276-623-9000 or peopleinc.net. All the efforts of People Incorporated are directed by the concerns, hopes, needs, and dreams of the people served.
Well, 14:01 remaining in the ball game. Emory and Henry's lead is 13, 60-47. That defensive intensity that made our offense go in the first half has been somewhat non-existent here. And we've just, it's hard to say we've gone cold when we're shooting 51%, but we're 7 of 19 from 3. And Emory and Henry comes out of the timeout, still playing this 1-3-1 defense. Dawkins swings across the perimeter. 3 on the way is no good by Beelan. And Morgan with it. Gives it up to Leftwich at the top. Back to Morgan. Finds Brown at the high post. Back to Morgan. He tries to make a move inside and loses it. Emory and Henry dives on the floor for it. Brown comes away with it. Finds Antonelli. Antonelli wisely holds up. Leftwich. Now Antonelli. High post to Monahan. Monahan, nice little face up. Like, well, okay, this is a free throw. I'll bury that one. 60-47. Emory and Henry, 62-47. Almost gets knocked out of bounds. It's going to be a backcourt violation by the Lions. I've said this on the broadcast before, but I love watching Leftwich and Antonelli play together because I love 2 point guards playing at the same time. If you got them, play them. Inbounds Emory and Henry out of their box set. Antonelli looks for the backdoor cutter. He's not there. Gives it up to Leftwich at the top. He goes off the ball screen by Monahan. Dribbles around. Hand off to Morgan. Shot clock at 6. Morgan, Leftwich. Oh, man, great pass into Antonelli. He doesn't have anything there. He just tries to sling it up just to get rid of it. He got stuck.
Sharing the ball a little too much there.
He got stuck down low against Johnson, who is 6'7", and Antonelli comes in at 5'11". It was all he could do to try to hit the rim to save the shot clock violation, and that didn't work. 12:47, Emory and Henry by 15, 62-47. Against this 1-3-1 defense, Emory and Henry's played the passing lanes the whole game. They get it down to the low block, and Connor's able to make a little reverse move and go to the baseline and lay it off the glass and score it for the Lions. I keep wanting to call them the Owls all night. I don't know where that came from. Leftwich, ball up top. Looks like the Lions are going to play a little zone, and they come away with the turnover as Emory and Henry sloppy in the passing lane. We almost take it away. And as Isaiah Jones tries to go up with it.
I think that's going to be a foul on 5. Yep. Second foul for Jalen Leftwich.
And 15 foul for the Wasps.
Started off as a good little hustle play there.
Yeah, so it looked like the Lions came into a little zone defense down here. I know Coach had said he expected them to play some 2-3.
Yeah, we got a sub.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, got a sub for Emory and Henry. Leftwich is going to come out. Banks is going to come in, number 3, and then
Arnold.
Yeah, Arnold, number 1, is going to check in for Emory and Henry also.
Yeah, we just got lazy with the pass down here on offense, and it made it easier for the defense to step in front of it.
Yep.
So the free throw is up and good by Jones. 12-13 remaining. Emory and Henry's lead is only 12. 62-50 as we work to get it against their zone. It looks like they're playing a 1-2-2 maybe? I don't know. Anyway, it's a zone. Antonelli with the ball at the top. I can only see half of the floor because Coach Thompson's standing in front of me. Almost taken away again. Antonelli picks it up. He did walk. As he tried to find somebody to pass it to, he dragged his pivot foot. He's trying to show the official that this foot didn't move. But the official already called it, so yep, maybe you'll help him for the next time. So we're under 12 minutes to play here. Emory and Henry with the 62-50 lead. So Tessa, what do we need to do here?
Well, we're real hot this first half. Same shots that were falling in the first half aren't quite falling for us right now. So got to keep shooting with confidence. They've packed into a zone, like you were saying. So if we can get a little bit more penetration still, get some ball movement, hopefully we'll get better shots.
Well, it looks like they're also playing the passing lane some too. So we have not done it says we have 10 turnovers. I feel like we had 10 in the last 2 possessions.
I know.
We need to do a better job of taking care of the basketball.
Yeah, these last 10 minutes are going to be really important, each possession.
Well, and speaking of the last 10 minutes, or 11 minutes and 48 seconds, Mars Hill has 16 fouls, Emory and Henry with 5, so it won't be long before we'll be in a shooting situation.
I know. I can play to your advantage or your disadvantage, depending on if you're going to make those free throws or not.
So out of the timeout, it will be Mars Hill basketball on the end line.
Yeah, it looks like we got number 44, Looney, back in for the Wasp also. He's in a little bit of foul trouble earlier this half.
And we're playing 1-3-1. It looks like Antonelli's in the back now, and Morgan's out on the wing. Banks and Morgan are on the wings. Looney's at the high post. Arnold's playing the front here. Dawkins brings it to the left-hand side of the floor. Passes to the high post to Johnson. They feed it down low, and Antonelli is there again to take it away. I love fronting the post in a zone. 3 on the way, and finally, Arnold drains the 3 for Emory and Henry. We needed that. 65-50. 1-3-1 again. Dawkins at the top. And by 1-3-1, Arnold's 2 steps away from the three-point line, playing the front of that zone. Go inside to Reed. He drives inside, kicks it out, and that 3 on the way is good by Jones. 11 minutes remaining. Emory and Henry with the 12-point lead. Into the high post to Morgan. Morgan faces up, finds Antonelli, short corner, ball short, but Looney's there for the cleanup. 10:53, 67-53, 14-point Emory and Henry advantage. Jones gives it to Johnson. Johnson tries to make a spin move, goes up. Fortunately, that didn't fall, but he drew the foul.
It's a foul on number 2, Antonelli. Only his first foul.
So Antonelli, is mismatched down low with those post players, but that's the key to him playing the back of the 1-3-1 is that he's quick there and he steps in front of the passes.
Yeah, he's gotten a lot of good tips earlier in the game.
So left-handed shot by Johnson is no good. 68% free throw shooter on the season.
Yeah, Johnson's an all-conference player for them.
Second one is good. 10:43, Emory and Henry with a 13-point advantage, and the Lions playing the 1-2-1-1 full court press. Banks dribbles through 3 people, finds Arnold the right-hand baseline. That 3 is way too long, but the rebound is really long. Antonelli gets it, finds Banks. He drives in, gets it stripped away. Well, he doesn't get it stripped away. He draws the foul.
It's going to be on foul on Mars Hill, number 2, Connor.
And that's 7th team foul, so even if they didn't call it a shot, we're going to at least get to shoot 1-and-1. That was good ball movement by Emory and Henry. And again, as you were saying earlier, the shots we want, we just got to get those to fall. 10:28 remaining in the game. Banks at the free throw line. High arcing shot, no good, but Looney battles for and comes away with the rebound.
Big board right
Finds
there.
it to Arnold. Arnold, 3 on the way. Ooh, it's too strong. Antonelli battles for the rebound, as does Morgan, and he kicks it way out to Banks. Arnold again. Tries to penetrate, and it gets batted away toward Antonelli, and Antonelli and Connor for Mars Hill tie it up, and the possession arrow now favors Mars Hill.
Yeah, got a sub for Mars Hill, number 11, checking in. Hoje.
I think he's got 4 fouls, doesn't he? Didn't
Yeah,
we
he
say that
does.
earlier? Let's see if I can look that up. Yeah, he's got 4. Dawkins with 3, Hickman with 3. Let's see what the Emory and Henry situation is here. Emory and Henry fouls.
Got number 32, Looney, checking back in for the Wasp. Also, number 4, Morgan's going to take a little bit of a break.
That's Brown, 32. Looney's got 3 fouls, and that's it for Emory and Henry. Nobody else with more than 2. So swinging around to the baseline, now back up to Reed. Reed gets it inside, rolls all the way around the rim, but won't fall. And the rebound batted out. Antonelli finds it, gets Banks in transition, who finds Arnold on the right-hand block, 3-on-2, and scores it 69-54. Under 10 to play. Dawkins, ball at the right-hand elbow outside, skips it over right-hand wing, 2-dribble pull-up on the way, and Reed buries that for the Lions. 9:30 remaining, 69-56. Emory and Henry's having to work.
There they are.
And now, again, playing this zone are the Lions. Antonelli gets it to the high post to Brown. He faces up, back to Antonelli. Arnold, back to Antonelli, right-hand wing. He gets inside, dumps it down low to Looney. Yep.
Great ball
Hey,
movement.
Looney, and a great assist. That should be 8 assists now for Antonelli. Dawkins, left-hand side now finds Reed, right-hand side. He tries to get it down low to Hickman, and Johnson gets the rim reject on his dunk. And Antonelli comes away with a transition. Arnold, 3 on the way, boom! Yeah, he nails that, and the crowd at the King Center lights it up. 8:45, Emory and Henry stretches their lead back out to 18. 74-56. And just like that, we were hovering around 12 the whole time, and now we're back out to 18. Nothing like a couple of shots.
Definitely broke away. Had a good time right there.
Yep. So Emory and Henry's finding Arnold in the corner there, and he buries the 3. And it didn't hurt that Isaiah Johnson tried to go up for a dunk, and the rim rejected it for us.
Yeah.
And Antonelli came out with the rebound on the long rebound, and in transition was able to make something happen. 8:45, Emory and Henry with 2 timeouts remaining, the Lions with 2. The Lions with 17 fouls, so we're shooting 1 and 1. Emory and Henry with 6, so they'll be shooting on our next foul. And we enjoy the 74-56 lead that, let me say, we have worked every possession for. Dawkins, ball on the left. Crease of this 1-3-1. Finds Jones on the left-hand wing. Reed dribbles it up from the baseline. Back to Jones. Jones tries to get inside, does. Hands it off to Hoje. Hoje's shot won't go. Gets it to Jones again. His won't go. Johnson comes away with the rebound. Now Reed with the ball at the top. He finds Jones. Jones's 3's no good. The long rebound by Johnson. And Johnson's going to get called for the charge against Antonelli. So Johnson at 6'7", probably didn't even see 5'11" Patrick Antonelli down there. 8 minutes remaining, 74-56 against their full court pressure. Emory and Henry passes it up the court. Banks now to Antonelli, right hand wing. Banks on the left. Back to Antonelli. Arnold takes it baseline, pulls up, finds Antonelli on the kick out. Antonelli, oh man, I saw that coming. Antonelli on the right-hand wing saw Looney sneak behind the back of the defense, and it was a straight line from where I was. I thought, oh, please see that, and he did. Fed it to him, and as Looney goes up for the shot, he draws the foul.
It's a great pass, great find.
So fouls on number 11. He fouls out.
Yep.
So that's Michael Hoje.
Yeah.
What's his stat? What are his stats for the evening?
Fortunately, I think he spent a lot of time on the bench due to foul trouble.
Yeah, 4 points.
Yep. He's the starter.
He's from Chattanooga. That's my hometown. So it seems like we should be like at 2 minutes left to play instead of 7. We have worked so hard to get back to this point, and it seems like we shouldn't have to keep working for 7 minutes and 41 more seconds, but we do.
Yeah, and that's a lot of time left on the clock. So.
A lot of time left, and especially since we'll push up to this, like an 18-point lead like this, and the next thing you know, it's down to 12.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely can't count Mars Hill out. They got the speed, they got the athleticism, and they got the size inside to be able to get hot. So we got to keep playing good defense, keep getting those rebounds, and pushing it to him.
Well, Hoje has fouled out. He averages 7 points a game, so he's out for the Lions. So coming out of timeout, 7:41 remaining, 74-56 is the Emory and Henry lead. The possession arrow favors Emory and Henry. Emory and Henry with 6 team fouls, so the Lions will be shooting on our next one, but the Lions with 9 will be shooting 2 on their next one. 2 timeouts remaining for both squads as Cade Looney goes to the free throw line. That one's too strong.
Makes him 1 for 5 on the night from the line.
Yeah, and he's an 80% free throw shooter.
Something ain't right there.
Something's not right. Second shot by Looney is good. Took just enough off of the other ones. They've been on the mark, but just a little too strong.
And he's going to come out and get a break right now. Number 13, Moynihan's going to check back in.
As the Lions let the ball dribble up, Emory and Henry in their 1-3-1. Dawkins with it on the right-hand side. Looks at the high post, can't get it. Pass over to Reed. Reed left-hand baseline. Dribbles back out. High post to Johnson. And as Johnson went on the catch, Monahan kind of hit him. Oh, my. Did you see Connor just kind of move Monahan's arm out of the way? It's like, that's kind of unnecessary.
Might have got him in the eye there, too. Oh. Oh, yeah, we got some blood there.
Oh, Monahan's going to have a shiner. Looks like. So did we send a sub in? No, Keene's coming in for him. 7:29. So Monahan got called for the foul, even though he got the worst of it.
I know. And a little extra with it.
And that'll send Johnson to the free throw line for the Lions. He's a 68% free throw shooter.
And number 21, Hickman checking back in for Mars Hill.
Johnson's 3 of 4 for the night from the free throw line. Can't remember if I just told you, but it's 7:29 remaining. Emory and Henry leads 75-56 until Johnson buries that first free throw to cut it to 18. I think Emory's biggest lead, have we made it to 20? I think we've made it to 20, maybe not.
If not, we've been awfully close.
The left-hander puts up the second shot. It's no good, but they get the rebound. Hickman on the floor with it. Now back to Johnson at the high post. He tries to make a move, and Micah Banks just takes it away from him as the post player tries to drive. Antonelli dumps it out to Arnold on the right baseline. His three rattles around and goes away, and the Lions push it up. Dawkins in transition, dribbles in, looks for a spot-up shooter, doesn't get it to him. And there, Connor.
Another charge for Antonelli right there.
Connor takes it in, and Antonelli draws the charge. That's a stat I wish we would keep.
I wish it was too. That was one of my favorite things to get in a game.
I used to, if any player, this is probably NCAA violation, but we were Division III, so nobody paid any attention. But if any player took a charge, then during exams of the next semester, of that semester, I brought them pizza.
Oh, that's
so
nice.
Delivered to your dorm.
I would have been trying to get those pizzas.
Yep, so we called it a Papa John's when you got a charge, when you took a charge. Antonelli bringing it up against man-to-man pressure now, so the Lions have switched back to man-to-man. Arnold with it on the left-hand wing. He makes a little spin, gives it back to Keene. One dribble back to Arnold. 14 on the shot clock. Arnold looks for something. Cutter's baseline. Antonelli, left-hand wing, gets it, dribbles in. Oh, I thought he went up and back, up and down. Keene drives baseline. He draws a foul by Connor. I think the longer you play offense against their defense, somebody will get enough out of position that you're going to draw the foul. So that would make 10 team fouls now for the Lions from Mars Hill. So Emory and Henry will be shooting 2. I'm not sure he was shooting when that foul occurred, but it doesn't matter because we're now shooting 2 no matter what. 6:33 remaining, 75-57, the Emory and Henry advantage. So Emory enjoying the double bonus. This will send Keene to the free throw line, the 6'6" sophomore from Grundy, Virginia. Keene's first shot is good. 76-57. We could stretch it to 20 if my math is correct. Keene's second shot is also good. Keene played a lot of minutes last year and made a lot of good things happen. It's paying off this year. Dawkins. Now they swing it across the perimeter. 3 on the way. Dang, he buries that. Jay Hickman, the 6'5" sophomore, buries the 3, 77-60. And that's why the Emory has to keep working. Antonelli with the ball on the right-hand wing, takes it all the way in, stops, puts it Finds Antonelli, back to Morgan. Morgan just going to put up the three. It's short, and the rebound brought out by Connor of Mars Hill. Dawkins over to Jones. Who knocked that down? Somebody hit a three from the corner. Was that Hickman?
2. Yeah, did a little one dribble pull up.
Connor from the right baseline hits the three. And as we keep saying, you just can't stop. We're now down to a 13-point advantage, 77-64. Just when you think, okay, we're flirting with 20 and, we can coast. We can't coast. It's under 5 minutes to play, and we're a 13-point advantage could disappear in, well, it seems like 2 possessions, but I guess mathematically that can't happen.
Yeah, we got to be real careful with the ball right here. With 4:57 on the clock, every possession is really going to count as we start to wind down right here.
So Emory and Henry with 1 timeout remaining, Mars Hill with 2. Will we have another media? Do we have an under? I don't remember what they all are, to tell you the truth. So we're coming out from timeout. We have the ball on our end line, and they're playing us man-to-man full court. Morgan with the ball out of bounds. He has Banks, his closest option, and then Antonelli and 2 post players at the half-court line. Brown sprints that way, but we give it to Antonelli, back to Morgan. Morgan finds Brown on the left-hand wing. He skips it over to Banks, finds Keene, right baseline. Now we set it back up. 20 on the shot clock. Morgan with the ball up top. Morgan being closely guarded, tries to cross it over, gets it batted away, gets it back. His man's on the deck. He finds Brown down low, who gives it to Keene. Keene puts it up. I thought he got hammered.
Definitely
Nothing gets called, and Johnson comes away with it for the Lions. Dawkins, floater, pull up, and transition is good, and now it's an 11-point Emory and Henry advantage. Emory and Henry's got to take advantage of their offensive possessions. Antonelli, right-hand wing, tries to give it to Brown. It gets deflected away to Keene. Back to Keene. Finds Morgan, 10 on the shot clock. Morgan takes it inside, draws the foul.
Yeah, Mars Hill's playing real physical right here, so we're going to have to keep extra careful, secure the ball, and knock down these free throws when we get the chance to get to the line.
Well, I thought a couple of those possessions, we didn't take very good shots.
Nope.
And we seem a little tentative, like, I'm going to give you the ball, but I'm not going to really pass it. I'm just going to put it out there. So 4:03, Emory and Henry 77-66 as Morgan's first free throw bangs off the rim. No good.
Number 44, Looney's checking back in. Number 14,
Keene.
Other guy from
Grundy.
Other guy from Grundy.
Tag team from Grundy.
Yeah, checking out for him. That's how I know them as.
Banks. Next shot rolls all around and falls. I thought I saw an elbow in there that didn't belong.
Definitely an elbow right there.
4 minutes remaining, 12-point Emory and Henry advantage. Dawkins gets the ball inside, kicks it back out, now inside to Johnson. He kicks it back out. Dawkins, 3 on the way, and he drains it. 3:45 remaining. Emory and Henry with a 9-point lead. And the full court pressure just backs up as we bring the ball down. Antonelli over to Morgan on the right-hand wing. Morgan takes it, finds Brown on the step out. Now back to Morgan. 15 on the shot clock. Morgan takes it all the way in, gets it blocked, and the Lions come away with it. And Morgan bats it out of bounds as Jones tries to tap it away. I was thinking there was under 4, but I can't remember. It's all even numbers, under 16, 12, 8, and 4.
I get confused sometimes during the game, too,
well,
which one's which is
I don't think I ever coached with a media timeout, so I don't know all that. All right, 3:22 remaining. Emory and Henry's lead is now dwindled to 9, 78-69. Emory and Henry has the possession arrow favoring them. They have 1 timeout remaining. The Lions with 2. Emory and Henry with 17 fouls, so the Lions will be shooting 1 and 1. Emory and Henry enjoys the 10 team fouls that the Lions have, be shooting 2 on every foul. You know, that's part of how we had such offensive success, was drawing the fouls and going to the free throw line.
Yep.
And we've just become a little tentative on offense, and they've been able to get inside against the our defense. So on the floor for Emory and Henry is 2 Antonelli, 4 Banks, 5 Leftwich. I wondered when he was coming back. 32 Brown and 44 Looney.
Yeah.
Again, Emory and Henry's got Looney with 3 fouls, Monahan with 3 fouls, and Mars Hill has already lost. Connor has 4 fouls for Mars Hill. Still in action, and somebody fouled out. Dawkins up top, left-hand wing to Hickman. Hickman dribbles around, baseline to Beeline. Beeline down low, gets deflected away. Now Hickman puts up the 3. It's long. Antonelli with the rebound for the Wasps. That's Antonelli's 11th rebound, if I'm correct, the point guard. Banks with the ball on the right-hand wing. He's being closely guarded by Dawkins. Gives it to Brown on the step out. Antonelli now with it on the left-hand wing. Finds Brown. Brown, hand off to Banks. Banks tries to split the defenders. Can't do it. 8 on the shot clock. Antonelli with it. Finds Banks. Banks goes around his defender. Gives it to Antonelli. 3 on the way for Antonelli's off. And Emory and Henry battles for the rebound. We're on the floor. We get it tied up. Oh, no, we get it.
Oh, and a foul.
Yeah, we get it. Antonelli has it, and somebody grabbed him on the arm. Somebody who was Isaiah Jones.
Really good hustle from our guys right there.
2:20 remaining. It seemed like that possession was 2 minutes. 78-69. Emory and Henry advantage. 2:20 remaining. Antonelli will go to the free throw line for Emory and Henry. He's only shot 1 so far this evening. And we give a round of applause to the little fellas here doing the floor towel mopping. Antonelli's first shot up and good.
All these free throws are really going to count down the line right here for the Wasps.
Exactly. 10-point spread now for Emory and Henry. It seemed like 2 seconds ago we were up by 18. This has been the craziest, uncomfortable game. Antonelli gets a second shot at it and makes it. 2:20 now, Emory and Henry with the 11-point lead, playing this 1-3-1. Hickman, left-hand wing, swing around the perimeter. Dawkins with it up top. Now to Hickman. Hickman, corner to Jones. Jones drives baseline, kicks it out to Beelan. Beelan goes inside, puts it off the glass, no good. Rebound, battle for it, and it's going to be off of the Lions. That was a good defensive possession for Emory and Henry. Well, because they didn't score, and we have the ball. I like everything about that. So we have the ball out in front of their bench, 30, of course, a fresh 30. Leftwich brings it across the half-court line. Now brings it back out. Emory and Henry in a 1-4 high set, gives it to Banks on the right-hand wing. Looney for the ball screen. It's not there. Banks picks it up, finds Looney on the step out. 15 on the shot clock. Cutter's going through. Banks tries to split defenders, finds Antonelli on the right baseline. 9 on the shot clock. And there you go. When somebody's guarding you too close, you got to attack them.
And we got a technical coming right here on 0. It's a technical on him also.
So Antonelli will shoot the regular shots, and it's interesting to see who will go.
That gives number 0 4 fouls also. He's a big part of what they do.
So Brown will go to the free throw line for Emory and Henry. He's an 88% free throw shooter on the season. He hasn't been at all tonight to the free throw line. So that must be 5 on Dawkins as he's pulling his jersey up. I guess he gets the foul and the technical, so that counts as 2. So 1:38 remaining. Brown for Emory and Henry goes to the free throw line. Emory and Henry leads 80-69 on the technical foul.
Yeah, and that was Dawkins' 5th foul.
Dawkins, replacing him will be number 10, Clay Hodges. He's a 5'10" freshman. Brown's first shot rolls around and falls in. Man, I thought that was going to roll out.
No.
So on the floor for Emory and Henry, we've got Brown, 32, second shots.
There we go.
A lot easier. Now Antonelli will shoot his 2 shots. 44 Looney, 4 Morgan, and 5 Leftwich. So now we're back to live action. 138 remaining, 82-69. And Antonelli has a chance to stretch it back up with these 2 shots. First one's up and on the way and good. 83-69. Second shot, Antonelli. Short. Nobody was there for Emory and Henry in the free throw space. Hickman takes it inside, skips it out. 3 on the way by Beelan. Way too strong. Hickman's there for the rebound, but Emory and Henry ties it up. Possession error favors Emory and Henry. It's our ball as the Lions will pick us up man-to-man full court. Nobody's playing in front of the ball handler, and Brown streaks down from the half-court line, picks up his dribble, gives it back to Leftwich. Leftwich over to Morgan. Morgan needs to just attack this defense that's playing too tight. 15 on the shot clock. Antonelli, right-hand wing. Ball screen by Brown, finds Looney on the step out up top, gives it to Morgan. Morgan finds Looney down low. Looney, little baby hook, too short. Rebound, battle for. Looney gets up and sticks it back in. Under 1 minute remaining. Emory and Henry now stretches it back out to 16. So this is just the craziest thing. You get so worried. They close it to 9, and the next thing you know, it looks comfortable again.
Yeah, I think Emory and Henry did a really good job of regrouping in those timeouts and coming back out with good head on their shoulders.
Antonelli on the night with 11 rebounds, 10 assists, 7 points. He needs to knock down the 3 and get him a triple-double is what he needs to do here.
I know.
So ball up to Hickman. Hickman tries to attack the middle of the defense, doesn't have it. Passes over to, back to Hickman. Hickman's 3 is too long. Rebound, battle for, and the Lions get it. And that's Jones knocks down a 3.
They're going to call that on 23 right there.
And on the box out, Isaiah Johnson's going to get charged with the foul. So the 3-point shot is good. But now we'll be shooting. That'll send Jalen Leftwich to the free throw line. Leftwich, the 6'4" freshman from Lynchburg. 36 seconds remaining. Emory and Henry with the 13-point lead, and Leftwich is a 57% free throw shooter, and that makes him 4 of 7 on the night. Second one's too strong. He almost was able to get the rebound. So as the clock winds down, the Lions, I thought he walked. And Hickman puts it up, no good. Rebound, Antonelli. That's 12 rebounds now by Antonelli. And now we're going to be in the, and Antonelli draws the foul. I thought we would go to the victory formation, but they wouldn't let us.
Nope.
Do you want to do him or him? Yeah. Antonelli at the free throw line. First one's good. 14.3 seconds remaining. We were just discussing our player of the game here. Sorry, we were whispering from our viewers. 86-72, and the next one is no good. 13 seconds. And the coaches are begging for no fouls, and yet we almost do. As they float that one in, that's Jones. 4 seconds remaining, got to get the ball in, and Morgan's just going to hold it. And Emory and Henry will come away with the 86-74 win over the visiting Lions from Mars Hill. That drops Mars Hill to 3-4 on the season, and Emory and Henry now stretches up to 4-2 on the season. So if you'll go tell them that's who we want. Also, we'll need a mask if he doesn't have one. So we'll recap some of the stats for you as Tessa Johnston goes to get our player of the game. It was a crazy game where we would stretch it up to 20 points or so, and then they would close back up to, I know at one point they closed it up to 9 here in the second half, and then we stretched it back up and were able to come away with the 12-point victory. So individuals for Mars Hill, Caden Dawkins finishes the evening with 14 points on 6 of 15 shooting, but he fouled out of the game. And then Jay Hickman also with 14 points on 5 of 11 shooting. Isaiah Johnson, 12 points, 10 rebounds for the double-double. And Isaiah Jones, 9 points, 7 rebounds, also scoring for the Lions. Reed with 6, Connor with 6, Beelan with 6, Jose with 4, Michael with 3, and also playing but not scoring Hodges, Derek Molden, and Justice Shelton. For Emory and Henry, Malcolm Morgan on 8 of 15 shooting with 22 points and 3 rebounds. Cade Looney, 6 of 8 shooting, 8 rebounds and 15 points. Jalen Leftwich, 4 of 8 shooting, 4 of 8 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 13 points. Tyler Arnold, 10 points, 2 rebounds. Patrick Antonelli, 11 rebounds, 10 assists, and 8 points. Jake Monahan, 7 points. Gabe Brown, 7 points. Micah Banks with 2, and Corey Keene with 2. Emory and Henry ends up shooting 47% from the floor on 9 of 27 for 3, but only hitting 15 of 29 free throws. We might have been a little more comfortable some of the game if we had been a little more accurate, just shooting 52% from the free throw line. Emory and Henry forced 14 turnovers by the Lions and scored 14 points off of those turnovers. Emory and Henry had a 2-rebound advantage over the Lions, 43-41, but had 18 assists on their 31 made baskets. Bench points, the Lions with 24 and Emory and Henry with 21. Both teams had 13 second chance points. Emory and Henry with 38 points in the paint, the Lions with 36, and Emory and Henry with 14 fast break points, the Lions with 6. Let's tell you a little bit about what's coming up in Emory and Henry athletic action. Tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, the women will be playing against LMU, another future South Atlantic Conference opponent. They'll be playing here at Emory and Henry, so you can catch that action on WEHC at 90.7 as well as on live stream on GoWasp.com. On Wednesday, December 1st, men's and women's wrestling will be wrestling at home at 7 o'clock. On Thursday, December 2nd, the women's basketball will go to Alice Lloyd. And then returning home or playing again at home, the men will play Friday, December 3rd at 5 o'clock against Brevard. So that's the upcoming action. I mentioned at one point during the broadcast, they would explain it to you later. The last 2 years, Emory and Henry has started fall semester earlier and ended fall semester at Thanksgiving. So students had exams the end of the week before Thanksgiving and the first of that week, and are now not here. We're having a short December term that lasts 3 weeks, so there are some students here taking classes, but the majority of students are not on campus. So all these games in the end of November and the 1st of December, or December until Christmas, that are played at home will have limited, at least student fans, in the audience. So there was a nice crowd, or in the stands, there was a nice crowd here tonight, and Coach Thompson, as he will do on occasion, tries to employ the crowd to get up and give some support to Emory and Henry when we need it most. And the crowd that was here tonight responded. So if you're in the area and can get to a game, please come out and support the men and women, actually all the athletic teams during this this break because we don't begin spring semester until January. So we're kind of at a disadvantage here. I want to say again also thank you to Tessa Johnston for helping fill in tonight on the broadcast. Tessa is in her first year as an assistant at Emory and Henry. She played here for 4 years and now is an assistant to Coach Jacqueline Dickens. So our player of the game is going to be Patrick Antonelli as he's coming in from the locker room and going to join us here. We look forward to talking to Patrick as he's greeting his public here. Yes, please do wear your mask. Thank you. So, Patrick, I'm Joy Scruggs. I'm former women's basketball coach, but I do the broadcast now for your games. You may know a little something about broadcasting, but we won't talk about that. So, man, what a night for you. I mean, when a point guard with 10 assists, that's pretty good. A point guard with 11 rebounds, that's even better. And I was begging for you to shoot a 3 there in the last minute because you had 7 points and you ended up with 8, but I was going for the triple-double for you. So tell us a little bit about what we expected from Mars Hill and how the game plan unfolded.
Mars Hill is a great team. We were expecting them to come in and make a lot of shots, and as you saw in the second half, they did. So we knew that coming into the game, we were going to have to close out super hard on them and try to contest their shots as best as possible because they were going to make them even though. And we knew we had a rebound because they were big and physical. So we were all blocking out, trying to do our best to get on the boards.
Well, we don't have a stat on here for steal. I mean, it's on here somewhere. I don't know how you find it for steals. But, there in the second half, let's back up to the first half. Your 1-3-1 defense gave them a fit.
Yeah, that wasn't as much on film as our man, so they probably came in expecting us to play man. And we're a great 1-3-1 team, and I think we showed that tonight.
And then in the second half, I look down there, and there you are, because I noticed earlier Malcolm's playing the back of the 1-3-1.
Yeah.
In the second half, I look down there, and there you are. And you're digging down in front of the post player all the time and coming out with the ball.
I mean, that's really the only way I can stop them. I have to get in front and make sure, because if they get the ball and I have it, I'm done.
They have to bring it down for you to have a chance to get it after that, right?
Exactly.
So that must be fun playing that because I was a point guard. We only played at the the front of a defense.
Yeah.
We never know we know everything about what's going on everywhere.
Yeah.
But we don't know what it looks like from down there. So that's got to be kind of fun seeing the court from a different perspective.
It is. Normally I'm the one that has to hear the other guys talk, but this time I'm the one talking, telling everyone where to go, what to do.
And point guards, we know more about what's going on than everybody else.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, a comment I've made over and over this season, and as a former coach particularly, I loved it when I had 2 point guards I could play at the same time. Tell me what that's like, because you probably didn't do that in high school, but you and Jalen playing at the same time is such a huge advantage, I think.
It really is. It also gives me a break from handling the ball, which I love, but I love playing with Jalen. He sees the floor so well. He's fast, quick. He can finish. He's a great player. I love playing with him.
Well, I think, and I also had post players who would say the same thing because your point guard is your best passer, and yet from the point position, sometimes you don't get to you're not making the entry pass to somebody, because you're in a position where you've given it to somebody else to make,
Yeah.
This one pass you had in the second half, and I'm standing up because I was standing up because Coach Thompson's always standing in front of me and the officials always standing in front of me. So I have to stand up so I can move. And so you're right here, and I can see Cade because they were playing a zone at that point.
Yes, they were.
And he had stepped behind that back defender, and I can see him, and I'm like, oh, please, I hope you see that. I don't know why I'm thinking I have to hope you see it because I know you're going to see it. And you made the pass right in there, and, of course, they fouled him. But, man, that was such a great look, and it was so fun because I had the same viewpoint you had. Yeah.
Cade did a great job of seeing that in the defense, and I was just waiting for the one guy to step up a little bit. I tried to be like a quarterback, try to use my eyes and make him move up a little bit so that Cade could get open. and he just stepped up enough for me to just get it right in there for Cade.
So what's it like when you're playing these people like Mars Hill, who next year it's gonna have more meaning to it? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know this is a challenging year because we're just playing people and we're trying to win.
Yeah.
But, it's more fun when you're playing people and you're trying to beat them for a reason.
Yeah.
Besides the fact that, we hate losing. Yeah.
Of course. It's a good experience to know what we're getting into in the SAC. So playing some of these teams now is going to prepare us for next year, which is a great thing because we need to be prepared for next year in our first year in actual conference.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, anything you would like to throw in there about your teammates, about your coaches?
It was just a great job all around. Everyone played so hard today. Mars Hill played well in the second half. They struggled a little bit in the first half, but they pushed us definitely in the second half, but we were able to hold them off.
It was, we get to 18 points, and I'm thinking, great. And then next thing you know, it's like 12. And I'm like, no. And then it's like 18. And then it's like, it is crazy.
I'm thinking the same thing. I'm like, oh, no, here they might start their run right here.
7 minutes left to play. And I'm like, no, there needs to be 2 minutes left to play. It's just, it's crazy. Well, I know you've got family and friends and people that are listening or watching or whatever. Anything you want to say to anybody that might be tuning in?
I have no idea who's tuning in right now, but if you're out there, thank you for watching our game.
There you go. Well, that's Patrick Antonelli. He's a sophomore player from Charleston, South Carolina, Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. Finished the game. Oh, they gave you 10 points. All right, so triple-double. I don't know where you got a point, but since the last time I looked, apparently you can score once the clock is at 0. So triple-double for Patrick Antonelli with 10 points, 10 assists, 11 rebounds. Our WEHC player of the game. Congratulations, Patrick. Thank you.
Can I give a shout-out?
Give a shout-out to Dylan.
I want people to tune in the game tomorrow. There's going to be a special guest color commentator, right?
Yep.
Dylan Catron.
Dylan's going to be joining me on the mic tomorrow night for the women's game. So tune in tomorrow on GoWasp.com or WEHC to catch Dylan Catron in his broadcasting debut.
Yes, it's gonna be a great time. I might not come to the game just so I can hear him.
Or bring your,
I'll do both. Of course, I got to come to the game.
Yeah, you got to come to the game.
Of course.
All right, so thank you everyone for listening, and appreciate you joining us, Patrick. That's Patrick Antonelli on a triple-double on tonight's 86-74 victory over Mars Hill. For those of you listening, we appreciate you tuning in to GoWasp.com and WEHC. Tomorrow night, the women will be playing at home at 7 o'clock against Lincoln Memorial. You can catch all the action on both of those sources, GoWasp.com or WEHC. So for Tessa Johnston and Ivy Shepard back at the studio, I'm Joy Scruggs saying thank you for supporting Emory and Henry Athletics. Go Wasp, and I'll send it back to Ivy at the studio.